Hey guys, this is Sam Kelly with Twin Hawks Outdoors. Today we're out looking for pawpaws. So we're out foraging. It's raining. We're pretty well soaked, but it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to show you what a pawpaw is and how to identify it, what to look for, and then hopefully we'll get some to take back with us. Okay, so I've got a few notes that I've taken here that I'm just going to read to you as far as some facts about the pawpaw. This is actually the first year that I've found pawpaws. I've known about them for a while, but first year I went out and identified them, found them, and used them. So I scouted them in the spring. I saw their blooms, saw what that looked like, and then we saw some during the summer that we wanted to come back and pick when they were ripe. So getting out and scouting is really important. So we are looking for pawpaws, Asimina triloba. Hopefully I said that Latin term correctly. So from what I can tell, it's the largest fruit in North America. Tastes kind of like a banana and a mango combined. It has a similar texture. The blooms smell like rotten meat to attract flies so they can pollinate. That's pretty interesting. And the blooms are very small and hard to pick out. They bloom in May, and the fruit usually is, well, we found them to be ripe at the end of August into the 1st September. Today is the 6th of September. So we can eat them raw, we can cook them in recipes, make smoothies out of them, bake them in recipes and that type of thing. So the tree itself is usually about 12 to 20 foot tall, and we'll show you some of those here in a minute. Usually a 2 to 3 inch diameter. They can get larger than this, and they can be smaller obviously, but typical size is 2 to 3 inch diameter. The bark is very smooth without any corrugations or peeling or anything, and it usually has like a white or light gray splotches all over it. Hopefully we'll see that in a moment when I show you the tree. The large leaves really give it away. So they have big long leaves that are probably about a foot long, and they have a short stem connecting the leaf to the branch. And the only look-alike that I've really found is like a hickory sapling, but it has corrugated bark. The leaves are slightly different, and they obviously grow to much larger sizes. So as far as habitat goes, usually I've found most of the pawpaw trees along rivers or creek bottoms. And also I found some in draws on ridges or mountains, but those seem to be less productive as far as fruit. The most productive ones I found have been in low-lying, high moisture content areas, loose soil as well. So creeks and river bottoms, they really like those type of environments. So let's take a look at what some of this fruit looks like on the tree, and then we found some already on the ground. So to tell if pawpaw fruit is ripe, which we're seeing them all over the ground, so it's we can pick some off there, but you want to give the tree a little shake, and if you shake it just hard enough, the ripe ones will fall out and the green ones will stay put. I have a feeling most of these are going to be ripe, but you can see the fruit up here in these little clusters, and these are actually some smaller fruit on this tree, but we're going to see if they fall out, then we'll pick them up off the ground. You can hear several of them thunk down there. All right, I'm not going to shake a whole lot harder than that. Some of those may be green still. So we're going to get down here and pick up the ones off the ground. And I give it a little squeeze. If it just gives just a little bit, that means it's ripe. And we're going to put that in our bucket. There's some more. They're just laying here on the ground. That one's a little bit firm, but I'm probably still going to put him in just because they don't counter ripen very well, but they will some. Pick that one up. There's one. They kind of look like a bean, or almost long like a small banana or something. That one is really hard and green, so I'm not going to keep that one. I'm going to leave him here, and hopefully that will go to seed. And there's also a bunch here that have already fallen that are too rotten. I'll pan over here and see this one. We're going to leave that one, and it'll go to seed as well. All right, we'll get back with you and show you some that we picked, and then show you how to break one open and eat it. We got a good start. We're gonna give this tree a shake right here because there's some nice big ones up in here. So here's the bark that I was talking about. You can see the white or gray splotches, and it's fairly smooth bark. No peeling or corrugation or like ridges in the bark. Here we go. Look at that. That one looks like it may have a... Oh yeah. Look at that nice one. It's a big one. I'm gonna put him in there. We found this one a minute ago. He's massive. This is one that has fallen off the tree. It's got some damage here. We're gonna open it up and show you what pawpaw looks like. So I'm just gonna break it in half. It's kind of yellowish orange, and then these are the big seeds right here. Not supposed to eat the skins. This part's too mushy. I'm just gonna throw it down. Not supposed to eat the skins, or really they say underneath the skin isn't good for you either. But I just squish them out like this. Take a bite. And spit the seeds out. Tastes really good. When I take them back home and prepare them for the freezer, if I'm gonna put some up, what I've done is taken like a French fryer basket, put them in there, take out the pulp and seeds, and then squish the seeds separated from the pulp with a metal spoon. Just squish it around. Pulp goes through the holes in the strainer, and the seeds stay behind. So that's what the inside of a pawpaw looks like. Tastes amazing. We're having to battle the greenbriers. Alex is going to give it a shake. See what happens. Oh man, yeah. Just had 3 fall out. There's another one. That's about it. There's 5. So you can see a pretty big size difference. Some of them are small, some of them are nice and large like that one. Or that one. Some of them are longer. One like this is going to have more seed to pulp than one like that. So the bigger they are, the more pulp you're going to get out of them. All right, so we just found another patch. Alex is back in there somewhere, picking some up off the ground that we found. There's some right here on the ground in front of me, just a ton of them just piled right here. I'll turn you around so you can see what I'm seeing here. All right, so it looks like leaves on the ground, but there's pawpaws all over here, and these are not quite rotted. They must have dropped probably in the last day or so. Found 5 on a branch. Wow, that's kind of unusual because I've only really seen 4 on a cluster so far.
See if they're ripe.
All right, Alex is gonna check and see if this cluster's ripe. Try and zoom in. See right there.
Oh yeah, those are all good.
Oh, great. So you can see, we noticed this patch from the field edge because of all the big leaves right there. Some of them were turning yellow already. So we came inside here, and the bigger trees, like this one right here, yeah, this one, that one apparently was loaded, and you can still see some up there in the top. So we'll probably give it a shake, pick the ones up off the ground, and go from there. We're gonna try and shake this tree, and Alex is gonna try to catch it in his hat. All right, I think it's actually on this one. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Well, those came out over here, but those didn't fall. Must not be ready.
It's hard to get those a good shake.
Whoa, those were ready.
Yeah, that branch thing.
It's not really moving. Let me go this way.
Oh, missed him.
We got him though. Oh yeah, those are ready.
There's still 2 up there.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I got one.
You got it. All right. Nice.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, those are perfect. Beautiful. check this out. Wonderful.
Nice. Dude, that was a nice tree right there. There's some over there.
What a
Yonder.
catch, dude. Yeah, we knocked some out over here. All right, guys, so that's a wrap. We spent about probably 2 hours or so picking pawpaws, and we've got these 2 buckets filled up. We're worried about the weight squashing the ones on the bottom because they're not very, they're pretty soft. So don't want to put too many on top of them. So we're going to call that quits, and hopefully this was educational for you. Hopefully you learned something about a pawpaw. This is a really great natural resource, and hopefully by seeing this video, we can help this resource and also appreciate it and get something fun and delicious out of it at the same time. So you guys keep your powder dry, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy the woods.